happening in the next decade.
Gary,
right? So
this is Gary playing
like
something.
a digital god telling you what to do. And listen, these people, they're your betters. And so they're not going to go around and nuke everybody on the planet. So what they're going to do is, if the populations much kill each other, it's through attrition. Right? And they know that Western nations, free nations, are the last holdouts. Right? They know in China that they'll say, yes, sir, yes, please. Africa's a destroyed continent. So where's the last place you got to neuter? It's Western Europe and America. And they use the American military, just as Gary was referring to earlier, making them do all sorts of horrible shit. They use these guys as the mafia around the world. And I'm telling you right now, there are people in Congress, you can ask the owner about this, there are efforts privately where some military people, former Green Berets and others, are looking at pursuing the bases where this technology is held. All right, it's very scary and it's very serious because this shit needs to come out. Because how can you have a reasonable conversation if you don't even know the environment that you're operating in? We're all sitting here talking about money in a world where money hasn't needed to exist in the last 100 fucking years. That's criminal in my mind, and so that's why I think it's silly and relegated to silly season. Because, we'll just argue with each other about whether it's real tee-hee-hee little green men. When these guys are flying around craft that can go from one end of the world to the other. Right? These are military intelligence people. These aren't cranks.
Man,
and there's hundreds of them.
Where are you on 3I Atlas?
I think it's a bit of a distraction because, again, we have 700 plus witnesses. I'm not trying to dismiss your question, Gary. I'm just trying to say it's almost like talking about a drop in an ocean. Do you know what I mean? It's just the current drop you're focused on. The truth is that we have over 700 witnesses that have documented. I know many of them personally. Some of them have put guns to their head over this issue, who have come out and tried to testify to the reality of this situation. And the scary part about it is it's not just that we have reverse engineered technology from elsewhere, but we have our own stuff too. And it's gotten so sophisticated that you wouldn't even be able to tell the difference between the two. So they can go and send some spooky looking craft in some military base and make you think ET's coming to get you. And that's our shit out of Lockheed Martin. I can tell you, we have deathbed confessions from former CEOs of Lockheed Martin who said there are their craft and there are our craft, and it will take an act of God to bring it out in the world. This is a quote. He said, we have stuff out there in the desert that is 50 to 70 years beyond anything you can conceive of. And that was in the early 1990s that this was admitted. The fact that this is not more known, and we're all talking about fucking Bitcoin and illegals and all this other stuff, which is just symptoms. These are just symptoms of a greater problem. When you distill everything down to its most fundamental, it is the energy it takes to create, give, or do something. But in a world where energy is free, that doesn't matter anymore. You have real freedom at that point.
Here we go.
That's the truth. And this technology has been suppressed for 100 fucking years. If you want to look it up, there's a great free documentary called The Lost Century and How to Reclaim It.
Okay, I'm ending the UFO conspiracy transmission, and we are transitioning back to our Kabbalistic study, where we will be listening to the audio tapes of Francis Israel Regardier. And I'm going to walk out of my room here and go jump in a hot bath. Francis Israel Regardier.
The invocation of Thoth. Procul, O procul esti profani, on lusty, on peda.
Okay, I'm going to end this room and restart. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Have a great evening. I'll talk with you
I
soon.
proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou majesty of the Godhead, wisdom-crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. O thou of the ibis head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, Thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in
He's
thy
a
left hand
southern
the
man.
of
Dun,
life
dun,
and
dun,
life.
dun. He's a
Thee
gentleman. Boom, boom, boom,
Thou
boom,
whose
boom.
head is as an emerald, and thy nemesis as the night sky blue. Thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of flaming orange as though it burned in a furnace. Thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, and the brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers.
He's a southern man. Dun, 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 dun.
I am the
He's a
charioteer of
gentleman. Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun.
see by mine own inward light, Lord of resurrection, who cometh forth from the dusk, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, who keep watch over the universe, ye who company the bier to the house of rest, who pilot the ship of wrong, ever advancing onwards the heights of heaven, Lord of the
He's a
shrines
southern man. Dun, 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 dun. He's a gentleman. Dun,
He is
dun,
in me,
dun,
and
dun.
I in him. Mine is the radiance wherein the star floateth over the foam. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on in the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. For I am Ra incarnate, Kephra, created in the flesh. I am the eidolon of my father Tamu, Lord of the city of the sun. The God who commands is in my mouth. The God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is the sanctuary of truth, and a guard sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day, and the desire of my heart realizes itself as that of Ptah when he created his work. I am eternal, therefore all things are as my designs, therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom, all light, all power. So, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art still nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and in hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, descending, changing ever, yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, thy mother the moon. The wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God the vast one, may be obedient unto me. The Bornless Ritual. Thee I invoke, the Bornless One, thee that didst create the earth and the heavens, thee that didst create the night and the day, thee that didst create the darkness and the light. Thou art Asa Arnepha, whom no man hath seen at any time. Thou art Iarbes. Thou art Ear, a Kofras Ra, Thou hast distinguished between the just and the unjust. Thou didst make the female and the male. Thou didst produce the seeds and the fruit. Thou didst form men to love one another and to hate one another. I am Uncle unto thy prophet, unto whom thou didst commit thy mysteries, the ceremonies of heaven. Thou didst produce the moist and the dry, and that which nourisheth all created life. Hear thou me, for I am the angel of Ptah, Apophras Ra. This is thy true name, handed down to the prophets of heaven. Hear me. Are Theo Ribet Atheli Berset Abelatham Abeu Abeu Theta so a eBay Theao. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. I invoke thee, the terrible and invisible God, who dwellest in the void place of the Spirit. Aro, go, go, abrao, so, thou, mu, dori, o, fal, athao, one. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. Ru Abraio Mario Dom Babylon Balbin Abba Asalo 9 Arthen Eo E Proteth Abra Sax R-A-O-O-U, Ishure, mighty and bornless one. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. I invoke thee, Ma Bara Eo Eo El Ko San Asori Balo Abra. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of a rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. Atam Abatam Bas Om Isaac Sabao. This is the Lord of the gods. This is the Lord of the universe. This is he whom the winds fear. This is he who, having made voice by his commandment, is Lord of all things, King, ruler, and helper. Hear me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. Hear me. E-A-O-U, hey-oo-ray, E-O-U, hey-oo-ray, E-R, E-R-A-O, E-O-O-U, Abra-sax, Sabri oh Adonai, Day, do, Angelos Tontian, and Lala Lai Ga-E-R. I pay Diathana Thoran. I am he, the bornless spirit, having sight in the feet, strong, and the immortal fire. I am he, the truth. I am he who hates, that evil should be wrought in the world. I am he that lighteneth and thundereth. I am he from whom is the shower of the life of earth. I am he whose mouth ever flameth. I am he the begetter and manifester unto the light. I am he, the grace of the worlds. The heart girt with the serpent is my name. Come thou forth and follow me, and make all spirits subject unto me, so that every spirit of the firmament and of the ether, upon the earth and under the earth, on dry land and in the water, of whirling air and of rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God may be obedient unto me. E-R-O, Sabao. Such are the words. The middle pillar. Take a seated position. While you are in this relaxed position and breathing rhythmically, we will do the middle pillar exercise. Sit upright in your chair, both feet on the floor, alert, but fully relaxed. Join with me in this invocation. O Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, ruler of the light and the darkness, we adore thee and we invoke. Favor upon me. Before thee. Thy name is the highest aspiration of my soul. I may be enabled to accomplish the great work. To the glory of thine ineffable name. Amen. Imagine that there is a brilliant white light just above and touching the crown of your head. This bright sphere of light has the diameter of a small dinner plate or a salad plate. Visualize it in brilliant, scintillating, pure white light. See it. Imagine it. Picture this whirling sphere of light and vividly sense it as vibrating, revolving, radiating. As you imagine this ball of light, periodically vibrate or intone the Hebrew word erege within this sphere of light. The vibration of this divine name will be found a great help to your concentration. Direct the vibrations of the name into this sphere of brilliant white light. Your mind may wander. If it does, gently lead it back to the contemplation of this center. Then vibrate the name again and again. Now imagine that from this brilliant white sphere, a radiant shaft of light is emitted, which descends through the skull and brain, stopping at the throat. Here, a second sphere of light is formed. Again, this sphere is about the size of a small dinner plate or salad plate, and includes the throat and the lowest portion of the face. The larynx is the center of this radiating sphere. The divine name is Yehovah Elohim. Yehovah Elohim. If your mind wanders, bring it back gently to the visualization of the center and vibrate the divine name again. Yehovah Elohim. Mentally direct the vibration of the name to the center itself, so that it feels as if the name vibrates within the sphere of scintillating white light. Yehovah Elohim. Yehovah Elohim. Focusing and vibrating the God name helps keep your mind concentrated. Yehovah Elohim. Yehovah Elohim. Now see and feel the brilliant white shaft of light extend from the throat and go downward through the chest to form another sphere of brilliant white light resting on your diaphragm. Maintain the sharpest visualization. Sense it. Feel it. The actual result is unmistakable when you acquire it. It is a real physical sensation. Vibrate the name. Yehovah Elohim. Yehovah Elohim. Yehovah Elohim. Again, visualize this sphere of light, encompassing the whole chest, resting on the solar plexus. If your mind should wander from the sphere of light, coax it gently back by vibrating the powerful divine name. Yehovah Elohim. Yehovah Elohim. Yehovah Elohim. The radiant shaft descends through the abdomen to the pelvic area, where another white ball of brilliant white light is to be visualized.
Individual in more and more ways. We think in terms of the herd.
The name to be vibrated in this center is Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Vibrate the divine name frequently to facilitate concentration. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Shaddai El Chai. Visualize the shaft descending from the pelvic sphere to the ankles and feet, where you are once again grounded to the earth. Here, it forms another sphere of pure, scintillating white light. Formulate and visualize this brilliant, dazzling sphere of light. Vibrate the divine name Adonai Haaretz. Adonai Haaretz. Adonai Haaretz. Adonai Haaretz. This center is gradually awakened by fixed and steady concentration and by repeated vibrations of the divine name. Adonai Haaretz. Adonai Haaretz. Adonai Haaretz. Pause for a moment. See and sense the shaft of silvery light scattered with these 5 incomparably brilliant centers of light stretching from the crown of the head to the soles of the feet. This is the middle pillar. Move your imagination back to the crown of the head, to the white sphere of light corresponding to Ketover on the tree of life. Now will and imagine that as you exhale, the light energy begins to stream down the left side of the body to the feet. And as you inhale, imagine this band of energy ascending the right side of the body, coming back to Ketover. Visualize the psycho-spiritual energy as a band of light radiation extending out some distance from the body. It moves down the left side as you exhale, up the right as you inhale. Let this psychic circulation flow evenly to the rhythm of the breath. This is the advantage of having learned rhythmic breathing before. Inhale, up the right side. Exhale, down the left, in a rhythm with the breathing. Inhale, up the right side. Exhale, the energy flows down the left side. Inhale, the energy flows up the right. Exhale, the energy flows down the left. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Visualize the energy flow now changing direction. As you exhale now, the energy moves down the front of the body, turning under the soles of the feet and ascending up the back as you inhale. As you exhale, the energy flows down in the front. Inhale, the energy flows up the back. Exhale, it flows down. Inhale, it flows up. Exhale, down the front. Inhale, up the back. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, inhale. These circulations of light about the body develop an ovoid-shaped aura of swiftly circulating, radiant, psycho-spiritual energy which surrounds the whole body. Return your attention now to the earth center in the feet and imagine the action of a fountain. Just as water is forcibly drawn up through a pipe until it jets out above, falling in a spray on all sides, so it is with this energy power. As you breathe in, the energy is sucked into your earth center from the ovoid aura, pulled upwards by the magnetic attraction of the spirit center above the head. Then vigorously it surges overhead with a marvelous fountain-like display with the exhalation. Imagine this psycho-spiritual energy falling all about you within the confines of this ovoid aura. Inhale, and the energy ascends the middle pillar into the Kether. Exhale, the fountain of energy surges forth to shower your body and spirit. Inhale, up the middle pillar. Exhale, the surging energy sprays all about you. Inhale, and the energy ascends the middle pillar. Exhale, the energy surges forth. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Meditate on and within the enclosing, vibrating light of the Spirit. Permit yourself to dwell in this aura of light which surrounds you, filled with spiritual and vital and healing qualities. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. You are now at one with the one life which pulses throughout the whole universe. Close now by withdrawing the sphere of brilliant light into yourself. Now take a deep breath. Tighten the muscles of your body. Terminate the state of bliss, of ecstasy. The lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. This ritual includes the Kabbalistic cross, both at the beginning and the end. The Kabbalistic cross. Imagine yourself beginning to grow taller and taller. You are as big as the house, still growing and growing, bigger and bigger. The earth is getting smaller. Your head is now above the clouds, towering among the stars. The earth, a small, revolving ball beneath your feet. Far out in the universe, you see a brilliant, scintillating white light. Imagine and visualize this brilliant light descending to form a sphere of light just above your head. Raise your right hand slightly above your forehead. With it, bring the ball of light down and touch your forehead, vibrating the word Otto. Otto, which means thou art. The hand is now brought straight down to the region of the solar plexus, and with it descends a great shaft of pure white light, encompassing your now enormous astral body. As the shaft of light descends to the feet, vibrate the word Malkuth. Malkuth, meaning the kingdom. Visualize and feel this brilliant ray or shaft of pure light which has descended from above and encompasses your tremendous astral body. Touch the right shoulder. With this tap, a sphere of light is formed just off the right shoulder, in tone of the word Vagabura. Vagabura, which means and the power. Move your right hand across your body and imagine that from this right sphere of light extends a beam of scintillating light, penetrating the chest and continuing through and just beyond the left shoulder. At this time, the left shoulder is tapped, and another sphere of light is formed while you vibrate the word Vagadula. Vagadula, which means and the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of light. Now clasp your hands in a praying position on your chest, with both arms and elbows raised to be encompassed in the horizontal beam of light. Vibrate the final word, La'olam. La'olam. Amen. Meaning forever. Amen. Face the east. For the ceremonial instrument, you may use a stick of incense, a ritual dagger, or the pointed index finger of your right hand. Inscribe in the air before you a large vanishing pentagram. That means, with your ritual instrument in your right hand, start at the lower left-hand point of the pentagram, opposite and outside your left hip. The hand is moved to the uppermost point of the pentagram, which is pictured in front of and just above your forehead. Continue tracing downwards to outside and opposite the right hip. Now move upwards diagonally to outside and opposite the left shoulder. Horizontally across your body to a point even with and outside your right shoulder. And complete the pentagram by moving down to the starting point opposite your left hip. As your hand moves, visualize a beautiful blue flame which follows the point of the dagger as it inscribes the five-pointed star. When the pentagram has been completely traced, thrust the point of the dagger to the center of the pentagram, vibrating the deity name, Yad-Hey Vav-Hey, imagining that your voice carries forward to the end of the universe. With dagger still extended, turn in place or circumambulate to your right, to the south, and make a vanishing pentagram. That is, starting from the lower left and moving to the upper center. And with the central thrust of the dagger, vibrate the deity name, Adonai. Each pentagram remains a flame and is connected with the continuous circle being traced by the extended dagger. Turn or move to the west. With arm and dagger extended, make the same type of pentagram as before. As you once again score the dagger in the center of the star, vibrate the God name, Now turn to the north. Dagger still extended. Make the same type of pentagram. And upon completion, thrust the dagger in the center of the star and vibrate the deity name, Agala. With arm and dagger still pointed, return to the east. Complete your circle of flame by bringing the point of your dagger to the center of the first pentagram. Pause a moment. Imagine, and above all, realize you are standing in a flaming circle with beautiful fiery pentagrams in each quadrant. Facing the east, with arms outstretched in the form of a cross, say and vibrate before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Oriel. Before me flames the pentagram, and in the column stands the six-rayed star. Follow the above pentagram ritual, once again using the Kabbalistic cross as before. Imagine yourself beginning to grow taller. The earth is getting smaller. A small, revolving ball beneath your feet. Far out in the universe, you see a brilliant, scintillating white light. Visualize this brilliant light descending to form a sphere of light just above your head. Raise your right hand slightly above your forehead. Bring the ball of light down and touch your forehead, vibrating the word Atto. Atto, which means thou art. The hand is now brought straight down to the region of the solar plexus. As the shaft of light descends to the feet, vibrate the word Malkuth. Malkuth, meaning the kingdom. Visualize this brilliant shaft of pure light from above and touch the right shoulder. A sphere of light is formed just off the right shoulder, in tone of the word V'Gebura. V'Gebura, which means and the power. Move your right hand across your body. At this time, the left shoulder is tapped, and another sphere of light is formed while you vibrate the word V'Gedula. V'Gedula, which means and the glory. In this manner is formed the cross of light. Now clasp your hands with both arms and elbows raised. Vibrate the final word, La'olam. La'olam. Amen. Amen. The lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. Arto Malkuth Vagabura Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Oriel. Before me flames the pentagram. In the column stands the six-rayed star. Archo. Malkuth. Vagabura. Vagadula. Leolam. Amen. Stand erect. Spread your feet slightly apart. Take a deep breath. Stretch and twist your body. Relax the muscles. Twist and stretch again. Relax. Exhale and let your body flop from the waist, dangling like a rag doll. Inhale and bring your body back into the upright position. Loose and relaxed, but upright. Exhale, let your body flop again. Inhale, coming up from the floor. Exhale, flopping forward. Inhale, up and relax. Exhale, flop like a rag doll. In, up, 3, 4, out, flop, 3, 4. In, up, 3, 4, out, flop, 3, 4. Wiggle your body, up and down like a snake. Turn it loose as if it were boneless. Let go completely. Arms, head, neck and shoulders, all loose. No tension. Let us dedicate this work to an awareness of the ever-living God by using an ancient prayer. Who should not praise thee, O Lord of the universe, unto whom there is none like? whose dwelling is in heaven, and in every virtuous and God-fearing heart. O God, thou vast one, thou art in all things. O nature, thou self from nothing, for what else can I call thee? In myself I am nothing. In thee I am self, and exist in thy selfhood from eternity. Live thou in me, and bring me unto that self which is in thee. Lie down and make yourself comfortable. You are now ready to become more aware of your body. Breathe easily with the lips slightly open. Wiggle around for a moment.
Just of the hot dog.
And find that one position which is most comfortable for you. Now stay in it. Do not move from it in any way. From this moment forward, remain absolutely motionless. Make no voluntary muscular movement, not even a wiggle of the toe or the bending of a finger. Motionless. Now try to feel what is going on inside your body. Let your mind roam freely from head to toe and back again. Slowly, deliberately, methodically. Verbalize what you do feel. Speak out loud as though reporting your different sensations. You are attempting to do one thing and one thing only. To heighten your awareness of sensations inside your own body. You may become conscious of an itching in the scalp. Leave it alone. In a moment or two, it should die down and then totally disappear. Your attention may soon be distracted by a muscular itch or a tingling somewhere else in the body. Whatever it is, again, do nothing about it. Merely observe. Sensations in the different parts of the body will come and go without apparent rhyme or reason. Watch them. Become aware of your body as something you have lived with. And perhaps now, for the first time, you watch it let go and become soft and relaxed. Above all, make no judgment about what you observe. Merely notice. Don't criticize or reject any of these sensations. They may be comfortable or uncomfortable, pleasurable or otherwise, but they are your own. Try to become keenly aware of all the sensations without trying to ignore them or to change them. Be aware of everything that is going on inside. This is the process, eventually leading to self-realization, the integration of the whole man. Sensations in different parts of the body will come and go. Watch them. Verbalize and study what you do feel. Let your mind roam freely, without becoming fixated on any one part of your body. Make no judgments about what you observe. Make no effort to separate your mind, your awareness, from these bodily sensations. There may be a great temptation to think of something else to distract your mind from discomfort. Don't succumb to this. Just watch and observe. Concentrate only on what we are doing, watching and observing our body sensations. Don't criticize or reject any of the different sensations, comfortable or uncomfortable, pleasurable or otherwise. They are your own. Accept them just as they are. You do nothing else but merely observe the rise and fall of sensation without attempting to modify whatever may occur. This practice heightens the function that is called self-recollection, mindfulness, and self-awareness. experience what is going on inside your body. Become aware of what is happening. Observe the rise and fall of bodily and muscular sensations. Don't attempt to modify whatever sensory phenomena may occur. Verbalize. Express clearly what comes before your attention, your awareness, what you feel. Realize that you are becoming aware of your body. You are really trying to become aware of what it feels like. Let your mind move around. Don't try to restrain it or to fix it on any one area or to any one sensation. Let your mind float around inside, from head to toe. Take the time to really get the feel of your body. Become aware all the time, not just when it hurts or when there is a pain or an ache. feel and experience the difference in the different parts of your body. Sense what is going on within your body. With one broad mental sweep, become aware of the body as a whole. From the crown of the head to the tips of the toes. See what the body feels like. Whether it is beginning to tingle or whether it has just faded out, leaving you as a kind of free-floating entity, a free floating self. Now stretch and twist and enjoy the feeling of your body on the surface. Try and feel what it's like. Wiggle your body around. What sensations do you derive from this? They can be extraordinarily pleasant and pleasurable, and should be. Feel what your body is like as you move it, and as you finally let it at rest. Give thanks for whatever guidance you have received or progress made. Blessed be thou, Lord of the universe, for thy glory flows out to the ends of the universe. Rejoicing. Rose Cross Ritual. It is imperative that all the exercises on all these tapes be performed regularly. Sooner or later, some salutary results may follow. You might then wish to offer up a prayer of thanksgiving at the opening of each practice session. Use your own imagination and ingenium to compose the kind of prayer that suits you and your own beliefs, rather than follow slavishly some already existent prayer, no matter how excellent it may be. Now face the east. Place the lighted incense stick on the altar or table in front of you. raise your arms to form a cross. Intone this invocation. I am he, the born the Spirit, having sight in the feet, strong and the immortal fire. I am he, the truth. I am he who hate that evil should be wrought in the world. I am he that lighteneth and thundereth. I am he from whom is the shower of the life of earth. I am he whose mouth ever flameth. I am he, the begetter and manifester unto the light. I am he, the grace of the world. The heart girt with a serpent is my name. Extend the right arm in front of you, holding a lighted incense stick, and trace in the east the first large rose cross. Visualize a beautiful, transparent, clear blue flame of the cross following the movement of the incense. From the top of the upright bar to the bottom, from opposite the left shoulder to opposite the right shoulder for the crossbar. Halfway on the top part of the upright bar, start the rose circle by moving the incense stick to the right, around the intersection, and close again at the top. The name Yeshua should be vibrated as the cross is traced, and the name Yehovah vibrated as the rose is made upon the cross. Yeshua, Yehovah. Upon completion, the incense stick should be pointed to the center of the rose cross. Pause. Then with arms still extended, turn right. Move to the south, which you face. Again trace the rose cross as before, vibrating the names Yeshua and Yehovah. Visualize the beautiful blue flame following the incense as you trace the large rose cross. Yeshua, Yehovah. Point the incense stick at the center of the rose cross, and with your right arm extended in front of you, continue to the right until you face west. Complete the rose cross with a vibrating name. Yeshua, Yehovah. Point the incense stick to the center of the cross. Arm extended, move to the right, to the north. Inscribe the rose cross in this quadrant and vibrate Yeshua and Yehovah as before. Yeshua, Yehovah. Point to the center of this rose cross of the north, and with extended arm, Complete the circle, pointing to the center of the East Rose Cross, where you are once again facing east. Pause and lower your arm momentarily. Point the incense stick to the center of the Rose Cross of the East. Now extend and raise your right arm with the incense stick towards the ceiling, moving from the front east to the rear west. Halfway between the Rose Cross of the East and the West, point to the ceiling. Trace the Rose Cross with the incense stick there, and vibrate Yeshua and Yehovasha. Yeshua, Yehovasha. Lower the extended arm to the rear or west, and touch the incense stick to the center of the Western Rose Cross. Your body will turn slightly as you do this. Continue, moving now from west to east, lowering the extended arm at the midpoint, and pointing towards the floor, trace the protecting Rose Cross with proper intonation of the names Yeshua and Yehovasha. Yeshua, Yehovasha. Raise the extended arm to the Rose Cross of the East and complete the circle by touching the center of our first Rose Cross. Pause and lower your arm momentarily. Turn and proceed to the right, so that you are now facing the south. Raise the extended arm and incense stick, pointing to the center of the Southern Rose Cross, and then lift it towards the ceiling, moving towards the north. At the midpoint, pointing to the ceiling, vibrate the names while tracing another Rose Cross. Yeshua, Yehovasha. Touch the center. Pause. Then lower the extended arm back over your head to the North Rose Cross, where the center is touched. And the extended arm moves down and back towards the south to the midpoint on the floor, where the Rose Cross is again inscribed. Vibrate the names and visualize the transparent blue flaming cross. Yeshua, Yehovasha. Touch the center of the new cross and then complete the circle by returning the pointed incense to the southernmost spot, touching the center and closing the circle. Extend the arm to the front
I don't
arm.
have exclusive right now, but really? Oh, look at this. This one.
Holding the incense stick, move to the right, all the way back to the east, closing and completing the circle. The right arm is now dropped to the side. Extend arms to form a cross. Then invoke with me. Unto thee, sole wise, sole eternal, and sole merciful one, be the praise and the glory forever, who has permitted me to enter thus far into the sanctuary of thy mystery, not unto my name, but unto thine be the glory. Let the influence of thy divine ones descend upon my head, and teach me the value of self-sacrifice, so that I shrink not in the hour of trial, but that thus my name may be written upon high, and my genius stand in the presence of the Holy One. In that hour, when the Son of Man is invoked before the Lord of Spirits, and his name in the presence of the Ancient of Days. Amen. Now lower the arms and sit down quietly within the magic sphere. Relax completely. Meditate quietly upon the meaning of the ritual and the invocations. Christ be with me, Christ within me, Christ behind me, Christ before me, Christ beside me, Christ to win me, Christ to comfort and restore me, Christ beneath me, Christ above me, Christ in quiet, Christ in danger. Christ in hearts of all that love me. Christ in mouth of friend and stranger. try not to let your mind wander. Who should not praise thee, O Lord of the universe, unto whom there is none like, whose dwelling is in heaven, and in every virtuous and God-fearing heart. O God, thou art one, thou art in all things. O nature, thou self from nothing, for what else can I call thee? In myself I am nothing. In thee I am self, and exist in thy selfhood from eternity. Live thou in me, and bring me unto that self which is in thee. If your mind wanders, gently bring it back. Now breathe deeply. Move your body. Gently return to your normal conscious state.
The gods of Egypt. The Egyptians, like most primitive peoples, were polytheists. Their pantheon was very extensive. We must not fall into the serious error of equating primitive with stupid. On the contrary, the state of Egyptian art, architecture, and astronomy indicate a high degree of intellectual attainment. We are forced to the assumption, then, that there must be more to their polytheism than at first meets the eye. Primitive man did not create the gods, as think so many modern students of comparative religion, who are destitute of all sympathy and religious genius. What primitive man really did, perhaps unconsciously, was to apply names and quasi-human faculties to these powers or great forces of nature, which he so accurately observed, and which he believed rightly enough to be manifestations or symbols of the divine. All the thoughts and ideas, all the great learning and knowledge of the Egyptians found their pictorial expression in allegory, parable, and painting. The evidence presents itself simply that these many Egyptian gods, all symbolic of the various creative aspects of divinity, are emergence from a ground of being or Godhead, which perhaps the average person in earlier days could never have conceived, but which was tacitly assumed by the priestly class. The famous Egyptologist Wallace Barge confirms this idea, stating, "The learned understood the meaning of symbols, depths of his essence. So wrote Dr. Marriott Day in his description of the principal embodiments at the Egyptian Museum at Ula in Cairo. And he continued, "This God is the creator of the heavens and of the earth. He has made everything which exists, and nothing has been made without him. Such is the God who is reserved for the initiated of the sanctuary. Most of the great Egyptian scholars recognized all the gods of all the pantheons as phases or aspects of this great God. Their religion and their gods must not be judged by the standard of the religion and gods of any later civilized nation. We can only know what the Egyptians thought and believed by reading and studying the texts which they wrote. And a final opinion on their beliefs cannot be obtained until all their religious literature has been published." And Wallace Budge went on to say, "The general outline, however, of their religion is clear enough, and it shows us that they possessed a good, practical form of monotheism and a belief in immortality, which were already extremely ancient, even in the days when the pyramids were built. But an abstract, impersonal God is far too vague and nebulous, and altogether unsuited to the layman's needs and comprehension. It is too far removed from his concrete life here and now. So man needs a more intimate, personal deity to whom he can relate himself in a meaningful way. As he himself grows emotionally and spiritually, he can discard some of the narrow forms that previously meant so much to him. As to which one of these gods a man originally selects, this has as much to do with temperament and basic character as it has with training and conditioning. A soldier or an aggressive personality would find the worship of Horus, who presides over war, more suited to his structure, while a sculptor or a poet would certainly feel nearer to Hathor, who is the patron god of the arts. One person may need a warm, loving mother like Isis. Another may need to feel watched over by a stern, testy senior such as Horus. We may consider the Egyptian gods under two broad categories. First, as personifications of the vast creative forces of the universe, and secondly, since man is the microcosm
Mailbox belonging to 8478734.
Hey Max, I'm about to log into the portal for the petitions, and then I'm gonna do a bunch of Grok AI queries. Some initial thoughts I had was the data file that the election clerk sent me is so corrupted, and there's like multiple reasons why that is one reason why the challenge should be dismissed. The second is the districting, and coming up with an argument for that is invalid. And then the third is, I guess, there's something in that election code book that I need to, compare and contrast with their objection and see where, their objection is in that book. So I need to get that PDF and then analyze it through Grok. Yeah.
Yeah, what's good?
Oh, I just sent you a text voice note.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was just with some initial ideas.
I want keys. What the fuck?
What was that?
I want keys.
You want keys?
Keys.
What are you talking about?
Cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That guy must have called me 500 times.
No, you hear some great news? Is like Rocio's like has a mechanic that might give him 100 keys.
Oh, that's funny.
That'll be good forever.
Her website's really good. I would love to make my website look like hers. I couldn't figure out who she was using for her.
No, but you realize that was all me. That bit.
Yeah, dude. I realized that. I was like,
You're welcome. Like that was some good shit. I know what I'm doing. But like it wasn't perfect. But she's not like the perfect performer. And I couldn't have done it.
Man,
I would have been a bully.
You might have ruined that girl's campaign, and
No, I made it. She has 3 opponents. She actually all the people that we hate are now praising Rocio. Like I fucking saved her campaign.
No.
What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm not talking about Rocio. I'm talking about the Alzagabadeba, whatever the fuck her name is. The
No,
blonde.
there's like 15 candidates. There's 20 candidates. She's actually going to jail for like fucking 6 months. She's fucked. She's like actually autistic. She was fucking knitting the entire time. Oh, and her boyfriend is such a bitch. I didn't realize he was the head of the Onion. I would have said so much more shit if I did. I thought he was an intern. I shit you not. He was such a beta. I literally thought he was like a college intern. And it was the head of the Onion. How fucking crazy is that? I was around, like, we were in the same room. Me and Rocio were next to him for like 2 hours. And I was with him and this like 13-year-old owner, and they filmed it. But she's like autistic. It's like very sad.
So is Rocio like ultra?
And here's the funniest shit. It's so like Rocio leaves and they like the fucking Onion guy, and like he's like, "Do you know that cat's a human?" I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, no, I feel her, man. I ran for office and the same thing. Like, it's really sad how people like talk shit to you. And Cat's like, yeah, she said I'm demonic, and I'm like, well, are you? Because that'd be a pretty bad thing to be. But like, what's really sad?
Wait, who said?
And you know what's really sad is that like in the Daily Herald article, Kat said that she basically was raised between religions. She's like, she doesn't believe in any religions. It's very sad. Like, I really feel bad for her. She seems like a mentally ill, like autistic, sad girl. I feel really bad for her.
Well,
So like, that's why I told Rocio. I'm like, it was kind of like, have you ever seen the movie Observe and Report?
well, dude, if she's actually
It's very
autistic,
sad.
her lawyer is gonna get her off and say, Judge, my client here has a mental illness and brain
It's a federal
damage.
case. No. That's not how federal case. She's fucked.
Dude, she's gonna
It's
get a
federal
Democrat
case.
federal judge, and she's
Federal
gonna.
case. Okay, what's the success rate for federal cases?
Dude, she's an innocent little fly. She didn't even hurt anybody.
No, she didn't. She fucking published on fucking Twitter, like, hey, I'm on the fucking thing, banging on it. We gotta resist. No, she's fucked. It's just, she's like no different than the Jan 6 rabbis that
Bro,
I
she's
met.
not fucked, man. If there's anybody who's gonna get lucky with that one, it's a girl with regards to this. Like, dude, people.
Okay, well, so basically she'd have to get lucky after the election in November.
Bro, the 50 punch guy in Chicago has been released 50 times after punching 50 people in the face as hard as he can. You think this
No,
girl?
yes, but have you ever seen Billions?
Yeah.
Great show. Do you understand? First of all, it was based on Preet Bharara. Rest in peace, Preet. He's
Who?
still alive. Preet Bharara. Some people say Elliot Spitzer. Like, there's a debate between Elliot Spitzer and Preet Bharara on that Paul Giamatti character. But like, rest in peace, Max 16. Can you start some shit for Max? You remind me a lot of Max 16. Can you start a not-for-profit on behalf of Max 16? Do you know about Samuel 16 in history, in American history?
No.
Do you know about Max 16?
Nope.
my fucking God, man. Can we rest in peace for Max 16? Can you just please just give me a fucking amen or like just can you please just say just a prayer for Max 16, please? But do you know about Samuel Dixon, his great uncle?
I don't know who you're talking about, dude.
American history. I'm surprised. You're in American history. You know about the HUAC?
Bro, this isn't...
John, did you know about the HUAC?
Bro, this isn't the Google show, okay? LMGTFY, let me Google that for you.
Okay, so I hate abbreviations too, so I'm sorry for being a dick, but like the House of Un-American Authority Committee. George Clooney made a movie on it. Joseph McCarthy. Joseph McCarthyism? Remember McCarthyism?
Yeah, I get it, but dude, I got work I gotta do for tomorrow.
No, it's very important. One of my best friends, John, we took on John McCarthy. Rest in peace, Max 16. But his great uncle, Samuel Dixon, and we always wanted to start a non-profit based on him. Was basically Sam Dixon was giving fake lists to fucking Joseph McCarthy. And Sam Dixon is like on fucking buildings and like named after shit and was a total fucking communist, and he was giving fake lists to Joseph McCarthy. How funny is that?
Well...
Fact. That's a fact. That's on Wikipedia.
I'm over here playing musical instruments.
But Max is dead. It's very sad. Overdose.
Anyways, I'm waiting for the CBS affiliate in Rockford to publish my interview. And
John, you were like a John Kennedy. Shit. Fuck Kitover. If I have to change the name to Kennedy, you were so inspiring. I'm not surprised that like some on the other side were like praising you because you kind of had like a movement. I saw you basically. I saw all your clips, and like, obviously like a lot of your clips with other people, and so you have to figure out how to streamline your clips. Because when you speak, when other people speak, like I would just like quit. I would try to skip to yours. And when you would speak, it was like John Kennedy moments where you just kind of like stop the room. And you're like, cut this shit. Here's what we're going to say. Here's how the government's fucking us. Here's how much that we, you remind me of the Ron Paul Ross Perot, Donald Trump.
Well,
Can you figure out a way to streamline all the shit you said? Because everyone else said was fucking boring and gay as shit.
Yeah, I can. You know what I also thought about is I should have written an introduction, because what a lot of people don't understand is just economic philosophy or economic science or just business. So.
No, I think we fucked up, and so like we really fucked up with the signature thing, and it's just because we ran in a district that was far from you. That was the big problem. Because you're probably done, right? Like in a month.
Well, you see, I have 2 outstanding objections and 2 objections that I have.
How long can you drag that out for?
Well, tomorrow I can ask. So
I just gotta talk to the state rep. That the state rep fucking objected against you, and I talked to him, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck, man?
Well, I talked to Abazi, and I have defenses, and it's not like the Chicago Challenge where you go through the big screen TV. So
it's better.
Yeah, so I'm gonna use Grok tonight to create 10 bullet points of defense, and I need to quote.
How long is the case though?
I find out tomorrow. What do you mean? I can't predict the future.
Oh, well, you have to so if you can elongate the case, that's like you have to basically make your case go as long as possible. Because there's a big major opportunity for you kind of like advertise the fact running for state of Congress.
Yeah.
That was awesome. In that event that you spoke at.
Dude, the meta glasses.
Your plan B is I think you go mayor. No?
Well, when is the deadline for those petitions?
No, so mayor is like 1 year after Congress.
Oh, because Pop was just announced today. Did you see that?
Yeah, but she can't get signatures for like another 7 months.
Well, then that's what I'll transition. I'll say if I get kicked off the ballot, which I doubt, because I filed the objections.
Alderman or mayor? I think alderman or mayor. It's up to you.
Well, you have to live in the ward to run as that alderman. You do, correct?
Yeah.
Well, I'd have to run against Gardner, and actually, surprisingly, people really don't like Gardner, so I could run against him. But you know,
But also, like, you also, it's going to be a lot easier for us to get signatures in Chicago.
oh, dude, we could get signatures so easy and actually
You can run for
qualify.
mayor.
Well, I could run for mayor. Yeah, I could. I did meet a guy in the subway once who ran for mayor. I still have his
Yeah.
card, and he worked at Aon, like the insurance company. And I was like, you are running for mayor? He's like, yeah, I'm running for mayor. I was like, holy shit, give me that petition, bro. And I was like, good luck, man. He lost. He only got like 800 votes or something.
That's wild.
It's a grift. Dude, what is up with these Flip Red people and their never-ending content stream? It's like...
Oh, did you repost it yet? Did you? Or did I?
Which one? The
Did you
rebar?
see it?
Yeah, I saw the shit with the police. I didn't watch any of it.
Oh, did you? Dude, we gotta write a movie out of it. It's the funniest shit. Dude, it's so funny. It's like a sitcom. And then they basically like try to use every excuse in the world. At first it's racism. Then they're like, they're just mad because we're filming. They're
Right.
anti-filming. Then it was like, oh, there's anti-Republican. Because there's white people here. It's not anti-black.
Mm-hmm.
It's not anti-family. It's anti-Republican. That's ridiculous. They're kicking us like we're anti-Republican. We're their best customers. This is straight for Brandon Johnson. This is fucked up. And the guy's like, hey, can we talk about this like off camera? And they're like, no, we're not talking about this off camera. This is because we're a Republican. And then some like drunk white girl is like, yeah, this is like some just straight political. They're like, no, can we talk about this? Like, no, it's nothing like that at all. Can we talk about this? Like, no, we're having a good time. We'll reserve this table. What the fuck? We talked earlier. And they're like, nah. And then he's like, no, this is about the $301 fucking bill you owe us from last time.
What the fuck?
It was the funniest shit ever.
Well, I don't understand. They dined and ditched?
And then they show the bill. No, they try to use every excuse in the book. And the guy's like, no, here's like the actual bill that you guys like owe. Like, where's Ramona? She's like, that's not even our name. That's Ramona. He's like, but are you guys Chicago Clips Red?
Oh
She's
my
like, yeah.
gosh.
He's like, you couldn't solve this last time. We gave you so much money. We can talk about $3,100. We have 100 people here right now.
Wow.
It was like, no, but here's the funniest part is then like Aaron comes in, and Aaron looks so just like, what is, like, almost like, dear oh darkest my own friend, we hope to hear it again. Because Aaron's like, he's like just coming to the party, and he just comes into the situation. He's like, what's going on? He's like, oh yeah, you guys are cool. He's like, what? You guys owe money? Like, it's Brandon Johnson. And they're like, oh, so $3,100, so we fucking know. And Aaron's like, yeah, okay, this kind of makes sense. Can we find somewhere else to go? Let me talk, yeah, let's go Aaron. Aaron's the man. Aaron's gonna save the day. Because, no, John, they called the cops.
I know, because they mistook them for the...
They went from manager to cops. And basically, like, Zoe was arguing with the cops, and she was drinking liquor.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, so one big thing about it is what Zoe says, and she always says she's homeless. But she's like, I spend $300 for the liquor every time I come here. She's fucking drinking. She's fucking, like, what the fuck, man? Okay, this is a civil lawsuit, okay? They say you owe $3,100, and you say you don't have a civil lawsuit, but, like, it's also trespassing. You fucking be here, so get the fuck out of here.
How does she get...
Aaron Navarro's like, okay, you guys dispute it. What the fuck is going on?
How does she get up into the Aldermanic Council, like, observatory to do her questions? And how does she get one-on-one to ask Brandon Johnson? Like, how the hell does she do that?
Who?
The chick. I don't know her name. What's her name?
Zoe? Oh, it's just the same thing I like that me and Mark Weinmiller did. is like there's every different like public entity has a monthly meeting. Every single one.
Let's go to the next one and do public comment.
No, but like the funniest shit I did ever was I went to the Kenilworth Library meeting. That's better than a Brandon Johnson. You should go to the next Kenilworth Library meeting.
Kenilworth Library.
Do you know why?
Why?
Do you know why?
Why?
Look it up.
I don't understand. What do you mean?
Look it up. Can you do me a favor and just like look up the Kenilworth Library?
I'm not gonna do that right now. I got work I gotta
Yes,
do
you
for
can.
tomorrow.
Kenilworth, Illinois Library. Home board. Okay, John, are you not gonna do it? Or are you gonna just be like a bitch and just like do fucking flute?
I'm not wasting my time looking up the Kenilworth Library.
Okay, then do you want me to get like solve the riddle for you then?
Yeah. That's the point of conversation, so I don't have to Google things.
Okay, so the reason why the Kenilworth Library is very interesting, why you should do kind of stuff like that, is Kenilworth doesn't have a library. It's one of the richest like areas of Illinois, and they don't have a library, but they have like a library board of like 5 to 8. I forgot the exact number, and I've been. It's the funniest fucking shit ever. They needed the fucking police station. They got so freaked out when I went, and also Mike Watermiller. It was so fucking funny. You should like find like the most obscure shit and just show up and film it. It's so much better than the stupid fucking mayor's meeting.
All right, somebody.
They got so bugged out. They're like, oh, sorry, we were using their real emails. So basically, what happens is like in the Kenilworth Library situation, if you live in Kenilworth, you pay a tax and you get access to the Wilmette Library. But they still have the library board in Kenilworth. You see what I'm saying? It's kind of fucked up.
Well, Larry wrote.
Unnecessary government.
We got a message, and Larry wrote, this conversation could be part of a case study that proves just how inefficient and ineffectual modern politics really is. Thanks, Larry.
Oh, by the way, John, I had a nice conversation with Barbie, who you can... Have you ever met Barbie?
No.
You should collaborate with her. Because, so basically, like, she doesn't have enough signatures. And so I'm like, she's starting like a Chicago, she's going to start a PAC. So I'm like, you just got to start a PAC. You're fucked.
I'm fucked?
And like, what?
I'm fucked?
No, Barbie.
Oh.
You're better, because you have over 1,000.
I needed 1,550, so I gotta log in, within the next hour and re-pull all of LaHood's petitions, because when I pulled it last time, he only had 100 pages, which is 1,000, which is 550 less.
You missed some files, bro.
That's what I'm thinking, so I'm gonna log back in and retry it. But he also used an outdated petition. He didn't use the 2026.
You do you.
Well, I was listening to the conference call with that stupid guy who runs those, and that girl who also has her own little flip red thing going, and she was like, they challenged me on my petitions because I didn't write out the word Illinois. I wrote IL.
I talked to Perry. That might be accurate, but it might not be accurate. So I looked at hers as well, Christian Maxwell.
Yeah. What do you mean? It might not be accurate. That's the dumbest objection I've ever heard.
No, it's not.
Really?
It's not 100% that. Look, I think that's just like part of it.
That she
just... What?
She claims she went door to door, so she knows her signatures are good.
No, that's not true. They're not all from her, so that's not factual at all. She got like 10% of her own signatures. That's a lie. She's lying.
So
I have her shit. I downloaded it. Like, what the fuck? She said she got all her signatures. No, she got like 10 to 20. Okay, let's say 20%. She didn't get 80. And I don't think I think it's 10. I don't think it's 20.
Well, I'm hoping my sigs are good. I mean, there's a chance that.
No. You have a constitutional question. The question is, you want to like fight it constitutionally, and you got to pay a lawyer like Perry at the end, not at the beginning, and then like the other question, or do you want to pivot to like I told Barbie, because Barbie's fucked. She only got like 70 signatures or some shit.
What?
So like, you're fucking starting a PAC, bitch. You got over 1,000, so there's a chance for you to fight it, but but like you're gonna need like a very, and like you don't necessarily, if you don't have very, like you basically like need a very, very persuasive. Because I was talking to Joseph Reno about Mark Curran. Do you want him?
No. Oh yeah.
Oh no, you're gonna kind of hate him, kind of love him. He performed with me at Zany's at my show. He ran for Senate, but he also he was running for Lake County Court, Supreme Court, and he basically like last second it was worth this guy named James Noharini, who was getting robbed by John Reeves and the Dean White outfit that still exists to this day, and then there was this guy named Dan Shanis, who was kind of embraced by like the quote unquote establishment, but who was a Freemason. Was the shit that you might be cool with, but I like and like my great grandpa Abel was pretty big deal with the Oddfellows in Texas, but I'm pretty anti-Mason myself.
Well, I mean, some people like tacos, some people like burritos, some people like pizza.
But like, even if you like Masons, isn't it kind of fucking funny that like so Mark Curran ran for office last second, didn't even fucking know like how much signatures he needed. It was just talking shit about fucking Masons at debates. It was the funniest shit ever. It's just like out of his fucking mind. It's like, you say this is a Mason and I'm a Catholic. We just can't have that shit, man.